Hello human beings. Today we're doing something I do not do that often, and that is a manga review / impressions. Right before we get into the manga I'm gonna be reviewing today, check this out. This is the first shot of the manga wall. We put this sucker together in the last video and it turned out wonderful. I got so many different angles I can go with this, and this is the first time we're using it in the background. If you'd like to see that video, it is the one right before this one, so check it out. It is awesome, and I teach you how to make a beautiful manga wall easy and cheap without ruining your wall. The manga we're going to be reviewing today is none other than Mashle Magic and Muscles. That's right folks, I said Mashle. Before anyone starts ripping me for the pronunciation, I looked it up and I still could be wrong, but it's mash and then sort of like the end of muscle, Mashle. Let's get straight into it. Since this is a review or an impression, it will contain vague spoilers. It's the same as if you wanted to read a manga, but you wanted to know a little bit about it. Even though you're not getting giant plot points, you're still getting some version of spoilers, whether it's a little or a lot. I'm going to provide you with enough information that will provide you with some great insight to this manga without spoiling all the big plot points. How would I describe Mashle to someone? I'd say it is a combination if One Punch Man married Black Clover, had a baby, and that baby grew up watching Harry Potter. That's the best way to explain it in my opinion. Mashle follows this kid right here, Mash, and he is born in a world where everyone has magic. Well, not everyone, technically, because he does not. That's where a Black Clover kind of comes in, because that's a magic system in Black Clover, but also the main character in Black Clover does not have magic. This kid cannot do magic. He's just got muscles, and that's where it feels a little bit like One Punch Man, because he super duper trained and he becomes kind of overpowered in the muscle strength aspect because he has no magic whatsoever. Now that sort of feels like Black Clover 2 a little bit, because the main character trains a ton, but in this it is overpowered. So he gets enrolled in a magic school. It's sort of like a Hogwarts. The headmaster is sort of like Dumbledore, the cloak, the big beard, magic hat, you know, a wizard, and it feels very Harry Potter like once he's in school. Now he has no magic, so sort of like One Punch Man, when he gets into magic battles or he has to do magic things, he's just so strong, he sort of breaks the rules of the world. Now I know that might sound weird because the world is magic, but he breaks the rules of this world and breaks the rules of magic with his strength, his muscles. Might sound confusing, but if you read it you'll understand. It is very funny. And without going into too many details, when he has battles versus people with magic and things like that, he's extremely overpowered in certain ways, and it feels a bit like One Punch Man in the sense that he has not had a real battle. People with magic who should easily overpower a regular human being without magic get owned easily. Now let's hop on to a couple other things. This is very funny. This is a very funny manga. It has the aspects of the kind of oblivious character that doesn't really know his own strength and that kind of thing, kind of like One Punch Man, but also funny situations that Mash does, and in that regard it is very enjoyable. The art, while not the best, is pretty good. They have some cool scenes that are full panels, and of battles and stuff, and it's really cool. I hope you can see here, I picked out something that I thought was interesting. Without going into too much detail, right down here by my pinky, you see this picture, and it's just copy pasted here. Now, I found this one, and it might happen a few more times in here. The mangaka, while pretty good at art, is not the best at art, and it kind of resembles other manga, which is not a bad thing, but in this day and age, there's so much going around, and it seems like they copied or took some big inspiration from a few other mangas. Now, the Harry Potter aspect, if you've never watched Harry Potter, never watched or read it, I think you'll enjoy this a little more than I have, or more than the average person, because you won't be seeing all these Harry Potter coincidences or things that are similar. Now, if you do like Harry Potter, you'll know what I'm talking about if you read this, but I think you'll still enjoy it, because if you liked Harry Potter, this sort of feels like Harry Potter with a crazy different twist. Now, the mangaka is a new mangaka, Hajime Komodo, if I'm saying that right, and he sort of goes down his story of becoming a mangaka in this, and it makes him feel very personable, and the struggles he had of becoming a mangaka, because it was not what he was doing and what he planned to do in life. So it feels very genuine, and you kind of get a sense, even though that he's joking about things and telling a story about himself in a funny sense, you start to enjoy and like this mangaka, because he seems real and relatable to the struggles in life. As for characters, I mean, I just sat here and said, you know, it's copies of different manga, but some things feel cookie cutter. It feels like there's people that don't like the main character and people that do like the main character, and you know, it's not very deep. This is only volume 1. With all that being said, does the MangaSloth recommend Mashle Magic and Muscles? I do. I definitely do. I enjoyed volume 1. I thought it was funny enough. It kept me hooked. I read the whole thing, and I pre-ordered volume 2. I put my money where my mouth is. Now, in comparing it to One Punch Man, Harry Potter, and Black Clover, is this better than any of them? No, it's not. But that's not fair, because it's only one volume. Is this better than volume 1 of Black Clover, volume 1 of One Punch Man, and some sliver of Harry Potter? No, this is not as good as any of them. It's a mashup of things, and it's not taking the best parts and making it different enough. Try it out for yourself. Maybe read a couple free chapters on the Shonen Jump app, or the free legal places that I made in the free read manga free video a couple videos back. Thanks for watching this review. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you know what's coming next on the MangaSloth. And definitely check out my new Discord. It is live, still fresh and new and growing. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all next time.